Namaskar. Welcome to the lesson 1 under the chapter 1 fundamentals. In this lesson, I am going to explain you what is EPS system of astrology, what is the difference between KP system and EPS system, what are the advantages, and what is the principle of EPS system. EPS is an abbreviation of Extended Planetary Signification System. It is a comprehensive system consisting of the important principles of Vedic system, KP system, interlink, and also EPS. It has got its own principle, concepts, rules, and method of analysis based on my research and findings. Let me explain you with an example the difference between KP and the EPS system and its benefits. As we are all aware, as per KP, there are 249 sensitive points in our zodiac. It means within the 360 degree of zodiac, 27 constellations are further subdivided into 249 sensitive subdivisions, and all the 12 cusps from Lagna to 12th cusp, and all the planets are falling in any of these 249 subdivisions only. It means, for example, Lagna in this chart falling in the sign of Gemini, ruled by Mercury, that is, cuspal lord is Mercury. Lagna falling in the nakshatra of Jupiter, that is, cuspal star lord is Jupiter, and Lagna in the subdivision of the Saturn, that is, cuspal sublord is Saturn. And if that Saturn is further subdivided, it can be considered as cuspal sublord, but this is not reliable because within few seconds also cuspal sublord will vary, will change. So let us restrict ourselves with the CL, CST, and CSL are the rulers of a house. So all these rulers are having the ownership for the particular house. CL as cuspal lord ownership, CST as cuspal star lord ownership, and CSL as cuspal sublord ownership. Like Lagna, all the 12 cusps will be falling in any of these Rasi, star lord, and sublord. Similarly, planets also will be any of these Rasi, star lord, and sublord within the 249 subdivisions only. To know any house matters prospects, for example, for 7th house matters prospects, as per Vedic, what we do, we study the 7th lord signification. 7th lord, where it is posted, what it signifies on its own, and through its constellation, that star lord, nakshatra lord, and whether it is conjoined or aspected by favorable planet or not, that way we take as per Vedic. As per KP, we give more importance to the sublord of the particular house, 7th house. To know the 7th house matters, 7th cuspal sublord Saturn, what it signifies. But we do not give importance to the 7th cuspal star lord Venus, what it signifies. Moreover, if you see, to know what Saturn is signifying as per our KP, if you look at the signification of that KP, as per that KP study, you can see Saturn planet. Saturn is the 7th sublord. What we do, Saturn in the nakshatra of Mars, where Saturn is posted here. Saturn is the planet, is 8th lord and 9th lord, cuspal lordship we take, and occupying 4th house, right? And Saturn in the nakshatra of Mars, that Mars is also occupying 4th house, that Mars is 6th lord, 11th lord, and Saturn in the subdivision of this Saturn itself, and that 894 signification. And the star lord of the sublord is Mars, again 6, 11, and 4. These are the signification of the 7th cuspal sublord. This is how normally we take the 7th cuspal sublord significations. Similarly, for Mars also, if you consider the same way only, we take only CL and OCC of the cusps, that which are the cuspal lord, which are the occupying house only. But we do not consider the CST and CSL. For example, if the same planets, if you take as per our EPS, you can see the EPS here. Some significations are added to these significations of Saturn 8, 9, and 4. It means you can see CLOCC remains 8, 9, and 4. But that Saturn is not only 8th Lord, 9th Lord, and also it is cuspal star Lord for 10. You can see Saturn is cuspal star Lord for 10th house. And it is cuspal sublord for 1 and 4, 7, 8. You can see here. So we take these significations also in addition to the CL and OCC. Because of this, Saturn significations are increased, and it is indicating what are the other houses signified by the Saturn also. If we do not take this, if you take only these significations are incomplete. Why I am saying this? For example, star Lord Mars is 6, 11, and 4, but you can see that star Lord Mars is 5th cuspal sublord. It is not star Lord for any cusp, but it is sublord for 5th cusp. So that is also added. Suppose if the minutes the child was born, instead of 5, 9, if it is 5, 7, for example, 2 minutes earlier or 2 minutes later, for example, the same child would have born, or twin would have been born along with that, or some one more child in the same latitude, longitude on the same date would have born, and that little bit different time. What would have happened in that period when the minutes are changing? That subdivision 7th, 6th cuspal sublord moon, it will change to the previous sublord sun. The 5th cuspal sublord Mars can become moon. So this Mars will lose its 5th cuspal sublord significations. Similarly, it can have some impact on the cuspal sublord of the other planets also, other houses also. Because of this planet signification will show some difference in its signification strength. So only then we can find the difference in two people who are born within few minutes difference, or the same native was born in a different time. The signification of the CST or CSL only will show the difference, and the prediction also will vary. The impact of the CL/OCC will vary depending on the CST and CSL significations. How to study planets like this, a self-signification, CL/OCC, CST, CSL, all these things I will explain in different chapter. But what we have to understand, what is the difference between KP system and EP system method of analysis in finding the strength or signification of a planet. One more thing also, in KP we take only planet, star lord, sublord, and star lord as the sublord. But in EPS, apart from these 4 levels, we take star lord or the star lord also in addition to that. How to interpret from this and all, as I said, I will explain in detail in the another chapter, respective chapter. So in EPS system, we can find the difference in each planet's significations. Even the minutes are changing by way of the cuspal sublord signification and also cuspal star lord signification. Without these, if we take only this is going to be the same. Even the minutes are different. CL is going to be the same. Occupying house also going to be the same. Then how to differentiate the signification of a person who was born in 5/9 and 5/7 or 5/11? How to differentiate what this Mars is going to give to each person? That is one point. Another point also you can see, to know the significators. We can see in KP there is a term called significators. Significator means what? I mean, we take, the planets signify, what are the house significators? For example, for the marriage, we take second house, and we take, seventh house and 11th house, which are the planets are signifying 2 or 7 or 11. How to take it? We use the term called fourfold significators. What are the fourfold significators in KP? We take A, B, C, and D significators. In that, what are the houses are taken, how the planets are taken in A, B, C, D significators. B is what? B is occupant of the house. D is owner of the house. It means cuspal lordship. And A is the planet which is in the nakshatra of this occupant. The C is the planet in the nakshatra of this owner. So, cuspal lord is taken, and seventh house is Jupiter. For example, owner is Jupiter, and seventh occupant. There are 3 planets occupying seventh house. For our discussion, let us take only the Ketu. So, occupant is Ketu. So, these 2 planets are B grade and D grade. The planet in the nakshatra of Ketu, any planet in the nakshatra of Ketu? Yes, moon is in the nakshatra of Ketu. Moon, that is A grade. And any planet in the owner of the, in the star of the owner of the 7th house, that is Jupiter. Yes, Jupiter. Yes, Rahu is in the nakshatra of Jupiter. So, for the 7th house significators, for the 7th house, Moon, Ketu, Rahu, Jupiter are the A, B, C, D significator in the order of strength. Here you can see occupant is taken and cuspal lord only taken. We have not taken the 7th cuspal star lord. We have not taken the 7th cuspal sublord as the significator, or planet in the nakshatra of the 7th star lord, planet in the nakshatra of the 7th sublord also we have not taken. Moreover, even in this, only star level only we have taken. Planet in the sub of this Ketu we have not taken. Planet in the sub of this owner Jupiter we have not taken. So, fourfold significators also, the significators which are all incomplete. But in EPS, it is not like that. In EPS, we do not follow such significators. We take each planet like this and study from left to right and top to down to know the planet is signifying what are the houses for event, for one event, this planet will be favorable. For another event, that planet may not be favorable. So, according to the event, the favorable houses and unfavorable house grouping will vary. Depending on that planet is, one particular planet is favorable or not, destiny is favorable or not, that Dasa Bhukti predictions are going to be, that analysis is going to be, correct or not, that is going to be based on this detailed study of the planet from left to right and top to down. How to study the planet left to right and top to down to know the complete signification. That and all, as I said, it will be discussed in a different chapter in the in the other respective chapters. So that I think you would have understood the difference between KP and EPS, and you would have understood that what is the benefits, advantages of the EPS system. In EPS system, we will not miss any houses. Otherwise, as per KP, if you take, especially in the birth chart, because in the horary is different, because horary is exclusively for a particular question, so that horary prasanna chart itself will indicate the answer that will be easier comparatively to natal chart, because natal chart, birth chart is as one chart wherein for all the life events of the native has to be studied. So we need a detailed study. So in that KP, if you follow only the fourfold significators, and if you look at the houses, this planet is signifying so and so houses, this planet is not signifying so and so houses. In that way, if you take it sometime, what would have happened, you would have experienced also, some planets would have not taken for a particular event. That planet, you will feel that cannot give for the marriage, that would have given. You would have found that you would have thought that this planet will give marriage, that would have not given. So because the significations as per the fourfold or as per this CLOCC alone, if we take it, we will miss many houses that we are considering in the EPS system. I hope you have understood. Now let me tell about the principle of EPS system. Principle of EPS system is source, effect, and the result. For example, if you take each planet self-significations, for example, Venus, cuspal lord and occupying house, we call it as source. Importantly, CL, owner of which house, that is the important source. That planet is cuspal star lord for which houses, that is effect. And cuspal sublord for 3 and 12 houses mean, that is the result. It means that Venus is having the authority for the 3rd cusp and 12th cusp. And it has got this 3, 7, 11. It is also owning the 3, 7, 11. It is giving some impacts, effect to the 3, 7, 11 houses. So that way we have to consider. But as you know that all the planets will have CL or OCC definitely, except Rahu. That CL will not be there for Rahu and Ketu, but all the planets will have CL and OCC. But effect, CST and CSL may or may not be there for all the planets. That we have to keep it in mind. Then, while we are studying a planet, complete signification, we have to study planet, star lord of the star lord, sublord, and star lord of the sublord. In that planet is the source. Star lord is the effect. And star lord of the star lord also is a supportive level to the star lord. And sublord is the result. That star lord of the sublord is also a supportive level to the sublord. This way, source, effect, and result has to be studied in the step by step. And in case of, say, similarly to the DBA predictions, also if you consider DBA Dasa Bukti Antara predictions for a native, Dasa is the source, Bukti is the effect, and Antara is the result. This same way we have to follow. We should not take what Bukti one planet is signifying so and so houses. We cannot expect one planet as a Bukti lord can give the similar results or similar, significations under all the dasa. It will vary from dasa to dasa. One Bukti lord will vary. One antara will be supportive for one event under one Bukti, but we cannot expect the same impact of that particular antara lord under all the Buktis, because their impact is going to be, different when they are acting as the dasa or Bukti or antara. This combination, source, effect, and result, based on that only, that planet significations or effect is going to be experienced by the particular native. This is the concept of the EPS system. That is the principle of the EPS system. I hope you have understood. Then we will see in the next session. Thank you.